Good morning. It's beautiful out. It's nice and sunny, so out I go. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I had some tea this morning, but this is my first sip of coffee. I hope you were all well. Yeah, it's pretty nice out here. It is not very windy, which means it's going to work okay. Because it's getting cooler. It was like 45 or 4 when I came down to get the tea this morning. That was over an hour ago, hour and a half. Anyway, good morning. So, I have been informed about the Equalizer. I had no idea there was an Equalizer TV show in the 80s starring Edward Woodward, who I am not that familiar with. I do not recall such a show, and I was thinking about, well, in the 80s, I was like a single mom. I watched TV. I can remember watching Hill Street Blues by myself, wishing I had sort of a significant other at that time to watch Hill Street Blues with. I now have a significant other, but we don't watch much TV together, and it's okay. It worked out fine. But I do not remember the Equalizers with Edward Woodward, and did I just say I'm not sure who he is? So that's the show that the movies were based on, and the Queen Latifah version of the Equalizer came after the movies. Now, whether they consider themselves based on the movies or based on the original TV show, I don't know. But it played for 4 seasons, and that was back in the olden days when a TV season was 22 episodes. And I just ordered the DVDs on eBay. I do like me, they're a little bit, they're revengey, and they're a little, superhero, revengey kinds of, I do like it. So, we'll see if I like it or not. Now I got the hiccups. So anyway, thank you for letting me know. And I have another 88 episodes of the Equalizer coming from eBay. Anyway. Yeah. So yesterday, I ended up binge watching Person of Interest, which is the last thing I got from eBay. The Equalizer was new, not used. Person of Interest had been used, and now it's so hard to deal with the DVDs now because Maisie completely annihilated the box of the first set of DVDs, so I'm gonna have to figure out a new way to keep them safe. She only mangled the box, but she mangled it beyond. But not the DVDs. The DVDs are fine. But while I was watching Person of Interest, I finished my sleeve. I did my ribbing, and I hope it's long enough. I kept trying it on. I hope it's long enough. If not, I will take the ribbing off and add more. I'm going to make and I started the second sleeve. So I started the second sleeve, and I'm going to finish the second sleeve, and I'm going to take it down to match the first sleeve, and then I'm going to put the whole thing on, like a sweater with 2 sleeves and whatever, and see what I think. Because if it's not long enough, I've done that before. So it'll be fine. But so I got some knitting done yesterday, which, felt like I was doing something. Dennis walked in, "You're knitting." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." He's like, "Oh." Yeah, that's how bad my mojo's been. That Dennis even noticed when I'm knitting. Anyway, I am wearing my backbone. I was talking about this yesterday or the day before, because this was done with my Advent. This is an Advent sweater. And this is at least 2 Advents. This is Megan and another one. And I don't remember. I made this several years ago. I don't remember how many years ago. It has the pattern. It's called the backbone because the pattern has this very fancy big cable down the back, middle of the back of the sweater. And if you've been around a while, you know I do not like a sweater that's got the goodies in the back. I prefer the goodies in the front so I can see them. But I didn't pick it for the backbone. I picked it for the collar. I really liked the collar and I wanted to do something, do it with the collar. And so there's no bone on this one, just this lovely collar. And anyway, so this is fingering held double with a gray mohair. And I love it. It just turned out so nicely, which is why I felt comfortable in my daft days that I'm working on at the moment. I am holding for the color stripes, I'm holding fingering double with mohair. Kid Silk Haze is what it is. So I don't know if it's actually technically mohair or not. So yeah, so the daft days that I'm working on, and I showed it to you yesterday, is a DK weight sweater and pattern, and the cream color I'm holding double, it's fingering weight, and then the colors I'm holding one color fingering with a Kid Silk Haze in white. And that's what I'm doing to bring it up to, you know, yarn size. So anyway, so this is my backbone from several years ago, which I love. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I do have some executrixing things to do, and I'm hoping I'll do those. So I'm not making any promises. Dennis is going to be mowing shortly. We have a mulching mower, so the back has grown. The grass is still growing, so the back needs to be mowed. The front just needs to be mulched. But he's going to be doing that today. So yeah, it is a clear blue sky. There is a very high thin cloud behind me. But that's it. Otherwise, no clouds. It's really beautiful today. We've had some beautiful days for walks. You know, I'm comfortable enough. I wouldn't mind an extra layer. I won't walk with just this sweater this afternoon. I'll put on my Korean or something, or my Montrealer. Well, my Montrealer's upstairs, so yeah, I won't be getting that. My Korean stays downstairs. So today's my mom's birthday. She would be 93. And my friend from high school, who I keep in touch with a little, you know, like when we go for reunions, I always meet up with her for a little while. She still lives in State College. Her mom died yesterday. She was 100. I'm like, my friend Kim let me know. And she's like, oh, so much sadness. I'm like, well, you know, we are the age. We're that age where if we're lucky enough to have our people with us, they're really up there. So anyway, happy 93rd, Mama. I miss you, but I've missed her for a very long time. She had dementia for quite a few years at the end, so I've been missing her for a really long time. But anyway, so I'll be thinking about her today, and I have some executrixing for her estate to do, and I could do that today, and it's very small things. It would probably take me a half an hour, and that would feel like I accomplished something. So maybe in honor of her birthday, maybe I will do that. Meanwhile, I'm sure I'm just going to keep binge watching Person of Interest and working on my sleeve. I'm on my second sleeve of my Daft Days. And then I will be picking up all the way around and knitting the ribbing around the neck and the button band. Because it's a cardigan. Yeah. And then I'll have to see what my next project is. I don't even know. I suspect my next project is going to be an Advent project. The rate I'm going, I expect my next project will be an Advent project. It'll either be that Helen Stewart cowl that I linked the other day, and it's free until November 1st. It'll probably be the cowl unless I get brave and decide that I'm going to do another Advent sweater. I do like an Advent sweater. This was my first Advent sweater. And then I didn't make it in December at Advent time, but my trove is all made from Advent yarn. And now my Daft Days is all made from different minis. Many of them are from Advents. Some of them are friends who've sent me, like, for my blanket and stuff. So, yeah. I do like to knit a garment. I haven't knit socks in forever. I did find another sock with a hole in it the other day when I was washing my socks. Did I tell you that? So now I have to figure out where I put it and where its mate is. Maybe I'll start a new pile and do some darning one of these days. But I haven't made socks in a really long time, and I have several started for one reason or another that stopped for one reason or another. Yeah, so I don't know what my next project, well, it'll be an Advent project. I'll probably make the cowl because I like the cowl, and that'll work for me as an Advent project, and I do like a cowl, so. Anyway, I guess I'm going to go. I'm just kind of rambling. I don't really have much to talk about. Go hang out, be inside with the dogs because they have to stay in when Dennis mows in the back. And maybe executrix. I could do that. I really could. I could do that. This close to being done. Yeah. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay sane.